Hello Stings. In this video we will be looking at a complex example for solving equations and applying the 7-step process for that. So here's our process. So we remember that our first question is, do I need to clear fractions? And indeed I do need to clear out these two fractions. We do that by multiplying both sides by the least common denominator. So for thirds and sixths, the least common denominator is 6. We're going to multiply every single term in the equation by 6. So this is our first term right here. So 6 times 2/3 is 4. So we end up with 4 times n plus 1. And then 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. And then we multiply the 6 times this other fraction. So 6 times negative 5 over 6 is negative 5. And all that is still being multiplied by the negative 3n minus 3. Then we multiply the 6 times the 4n, and we get plus 24n. So now we have cleared our fractions. We can move on to the next question. Do I need to simplify one or both sides? And this is a place where we might have to go through several times. We might have to distribute and we might have to combine like terms. So we might have to hang out here in the blue section for a while. So looking here at our example, we do indeed need to apply the distributive property. We're going to distribute the 4 and distribute the negative 5. So distributing the 4, we get 4 times n is 4n. 4 times 1 is 4. And then we bring down the negative 24. Negative 5 times negative 3n is positive 15n. Negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. And that was all. We ended up with closing our parentheses, so we stop with our distribution. We just bring down the positive 24n. Now, we cannot move on from here because we still have two like terms on the left-hand side, these constant terms, and these two variable terms on the right-hand side that need to be combined. So when we combine positive 4 and negative 24, we get negative 20. So the left side becomes 4n minus 20. On the right-hand side, we combine 15 and 24, and we will get 39n. And then we bring down the 15. So now we have simplified both sides of the equation. We can move on. Is the variable on both sides? If it is, then we are going to add or subtract that smallest variable term. So looking here, we do have a variable on both sides, and 4 is smaller than 39, so we're going to subtract the 4n from both sides. Okay, negative 4n and negative 4n are equal to each other, so we've maintained our equality. And then we simplify. And now the variable is only on one side. After that, we look at the orange section. It says, is there anything next to the variable? And our answer to that is yes. We have two numbers on the same side of the equation with the variable. Since it's yes, we're going to proceed to the next step, which is the green section. Do I need to add or subtract? In other words, can I add or subtract the constant term? There is indeed a constant term of 15. It's being added, so that means I can subtract 15 from both sides. Okay, on the left-hand side, we combine these and get negative 35. On the right-hand side, we bring down the 35n, and the positive and negative 15s zero out. Now we're left with negative 35 equals 35n. We move on to the next question, which is, do I need to multiply or divide? Can I multiply or divide by the coefficient of the variable so that the variable is alone? The variable is being multiplied by 35, so that means that I can divide both sides by 35. These will cancel out, leaving negative 1 equals n. Lastly, did I multiply or divide by a negative? In this case, I did not, so there's nothing else I need to do. And here is our complex example. involving all of the questions for solving equations.